friends of Lottie, are you?
We're friends with Abby.
Oh, Abby.
We live with her in Liverpool.
Oh, God. Are you at uni at all with her?
Yeah, we're all at uni.
All of you?
Just moving out of the way. Because I don't know whether Louise just might want to go on an end too.
Get the baby.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, right, yeah. You look very smart today.
Thank you. So
Very smart. This young lady is very cool with her fascinator. I'm actually fascinated by these things.
By our fascinator.
Why do they call them fascinators?
Because they're fascinating. It's Granny Grandad. We're 11. Yeah.
And there's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so here I can sit with you.
Oh, I know who this is.
Great suit.
Before we are joined by our fabulous bride, I'm just going to let you know some general housekeeping. Lottie and Finn have a photographer and a videographer here today, so we're asking that you all put your phones away. We want to make sure we see all those beautiful faces in the photos, not your phones. There's going to be a part of the ceremony where I ask you all to say some group vows. I'm going to hold up this massive "We Do" sign. You won't miss it, but I'm just letting you know in advance. Lottie and Finn very much want you all to be a part of their ceremony. So please laugh freely, cheer, whoop and holler from your heart. I'll give you the signal when Lottie's bridesmaids are ready to enter, and then please all be upstanding.
Yes, yeah.
It's me.
Mary.
It's me.
You look lovely.
I don't believe in an interventionist God, but I know, darling, that you do. But if I did, I would kneel down and ask you.
To see all your beautiful faces here today on what is a monumental occasion in Lottie and Finn's life, their wedding day. My name is Sarah and I'm here from Humanist UK. It is my absolute privilege to conduct Lottie and Finn's wedding today. For those of you who may not be familiar with humanism, it is a belief that we should take care of each other, not to please a God or to make sure we get into a heaven, but because that in itself is a wonderful and worthwhile use of our lives. It is an understanding that life is precious and it should be lived to its fullest, with love, empathy and meaning. Finn and Lottie chose a humanist wedding today so they could create the type of ceremony that they want, committed partnership. It is a promise to work through everything together, always loving and looking after one another. When they are together, they know they have the other as a constant, unconditional support. They trust each other, laugh together, and have each other's back. They are a team together. Love can be such a hard thing to define. None of us can decide one day that we will fall in love now. It's very hard to search for, and it can't just be wished into existence either. Love can be both a fantastic, loud celebration.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Louise, the very proud mother of the beautiful bride, and it's so lovely to have been asked to read something on such a special day. There are many beautiful poems and readings to choose from, but none of them seem quite right for Finn and Lottie, so I'm sharing some words and sentiments that resonate with their journey together. One of Finn and Lottie's favourite films is a romantic comedy about time, where a young man who can travel back in time regularly attempts to change his past in the hope of having a better future. As a family, we've grown together loving music, lyrics and singing, some of us better than others.
Well, in fact, I've written a little poem for Finny and Lottie. I hope I don't cough. Start coughing or crying. For Finn and Lottie on your wedding day. If we could step through time, rewind, and watch your hearts begin to bind, we'd see two souls not seeking much, just kindness, laughter, warmth, and touch. A meeting not of fatal chance, but something deeper in the dance of glances shared and growing grace, of feeling seen in one small space. Finn, so tall, with steady care, a gentle strength beyond compare.
When needed. We need louder than that, guys, come on. Do you promise to be Finn and Lottie's most trusted confidants and their loving, supportive community?
We do! I'm so incredibly lucky to have you in my life, as my person, my best friend, and my #1 supporter. Even though I still can't quite believe we're getting married, I knew from that very first week of lockdown, when I moved in with you and your family, that this was a life and a family I wanted to be a part of. And not just because Simon was handing me a Negroni at These promises I'm saying to you today aren't just words, they're everything I believe in, everything I want to give you, and everything I know we'll build together. I promise to always be by your side, no matter what life brings. Whether you're chasing something big or just having a tough day, I'll be there, cheering you on, or just being someone to lean on. I promise to always cook for you, whether it's a late night snack or your favourite dinner after a long day. It will always be made with love and probably a lot of mess.
Growing up, wherever I was and with whoever I was with, I always felt an immense sense of imposter syndrome. I constantly wanted to change and become a different version of myself until I met you. We both know how indecisive I can be, but if there's one decision I'm sure of, it's spending the rest of my life with you. Finn, you are without a doubt the best thing that has ever happened to me. You are the kindest, most generous and supportive man. You understand me sometimes even better than I understand myself. You are one of the only people that makes me belly laugh. You bring out the absolute best in me, and I am so grateful for that. When we first met, I had no idea that our relationship would grow into something so special. You are my biggest cheerleader and my best friend. Thank you for standing by me, supporting me and loving me for who I am. I am so proud to be your partner.
Promise to be faithful to her, trust in her and treat her as your equal. Do you promise to continue making fun, wild and beautiful memories with her? Do you promise to cherish, love and support her until death do you part? And do you, Charlotte Olivia Smith, take Finley Rhys Evans to be your husband?
I do.
Do you promise to be faithful to him, trust in him and treat him as your equal?
I do.
Do you promise to continue making fun, wild and beautiful memories with him?
I do.
Do you promise to cherish, love and support him until death do you part? And if you take Lottie's, take this, beautiful. You were one another's yesterday. You are one another's today. And with the exchanging of rings, you're promising to be one another's tomorrow. Please now exchange rings as a symbol of your everlasting love. It's on, guys, it's on. Wiggle it.
Yeah, just wiggle it.
Amazing. Great. You guys stay where you are. Lottie and Finn have committed to one another with their vows and the exchanging of rings. I ask you all to join me in wishing them the very best of what life has to offer.
Understand my ups and downs. There you were, with sweet love and devotion, deeply touching my emotion. I want to stop. Thank you, baby. I want to stop. Thank you, baby. Yes, I do. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Wondering where would I be without you in my life. Everything I did was just a bore. Everywhere I went, it seems I'd been there before. But you brighten up for me all of my days. With a love so sweet in so many ways. I wanna stop. Thank you, baby. I just wanna stop. And thank you, baby. Just like sugar sometimes. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Whoa, yeah. You were better to me than I was to myself. For me, there's you, and there ain't nobody else. I wanna stop. Thank you, baby. I just wanna stop. And thank you, baby. Oh, yes. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Oh, now, how sweet it is to be loved by you. It's like jelly, baby. Oh, now, how sweet it is to be loved.
Please, can you be upstanding and welcome the bridegrooms and the bridesmaids. No, the bridesmaids and the groomsmen.
Come on, Joe!
Crazy right there.
Anybody could be that guy. Now he's young and music's high. Music, parents fly, you're in the mood for a dance. And when you get a chance, you are a dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. Dancing queen, see that girl, watch that scene, dear the dancing
Someone who had TV.
Oh, yes.
Douglas Spectacular.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, welcome to this amazing occasion, and bienvenue au français. Can I just say thank you all so much for making this such a really special and moving occasion. Leave that alone. I'm under strict instructions from Bridezilla and my wife. And I feel a little bit sorry about this, but this speech has to be both short and not all about me. I'm told that for some reason, which I can't understand, I have to concentrate on the bride and groom. What can I say? Lottie, you look divine. Who would have thought that that ugly little baby could have blossomed and morphed into this beautiful young woman we see before us. And I am truly proud to have you as my daughter. Lottie, with your sisters, you've been my inspiration. I'm proud to have this amazing woman as my daughter. She is wise, sensible, has an incredible work ethic, and it is unswayingly loyal. Tradition dictates that I now have to move on to the groom. Oh dear. As you've already heard, Finn joined us as a temporary resident at the beginning of lockdown, and he's basically been a permanent feature ever since. But our lockdown was fun, and in no small part because of Finn. The cook-offs we had, the garden games, and the fact that I had to constantly clear up his mess is that wives are never wrong, even when they are. Ladies can never have enough shoes, cushions, or shiny things. And I think the most important rule, Finn, that you really maybe have to have tattooed somewhere, is think before swarm or toast. You may have noticed un petit bordel sur le table. So, this is tequila, and the tradition is that you have to have some salt on your hand, and as soon as you've drunk it, you have to shout, "Tequila!" 3, 2, 1, go!
I'm not sure how I can follow that. So, good afternoon everyone, and welcome to Lottie's wedding. First off, I was going to say, first off, I want to say when Lottie walked down the aisle, I did not cry. However, I did. And I also did momentarily forget how to breathe, blink, or generally function as a human being. Now, when I was prepping for this speech, I read that a great tip for public speaking is to imagine everyone naked. So if you bear with me while I try to avoid eye contact with Grandma Louise. Someone who's been like a second mum to me, you've always found a reason to celebrate the little things, the moments most people would miss, and now you've always been there cheering everyone on. You put others before yourself without even thinking about it, and that kind of kindness is rare. It's one of the many reasons why I always have such a special place in my heart.
Hello everyone. No. I am American and you might be wondering why I'm here. I snuck over the border actually. Finn, thank you for having me here. I'm deeply honored and full of joy to be here for you on your wedding day. It feels like just yesterday that we were taking shots to Jimmy Carr's laugh. Stumbling through my uni flat's kitchen, our eyes glazed over, brainstorming the weirdest snacks that we could conjure up. And maybe we did that yesterday too, but I guess things don't change much. And yet, you still frolic about with the bliss of a boy. And if you've ever met Finn's eyes, you know what it's like to be seen. He doesn't just look at others, he sees them for who and what they are. And if he likes you, you might get those wild puppy eyes that say, go on then, go on then, let's hit the bar. Or maybe it's just a walkabout in Richmond Park, admiring birds and deer, or spinning round under the stars after dark and getting really silly over some beers.
They sound far.
Firstly, apologies, didn't get the memo about only paper. So we'll be abusing technology today. But for those of you who don't know me, my name is Marco. I've been with Finn for a little while now. Not too long. Lottie, I'm sorry. A little bit nervous, but luckily, as you did say, keep an eye on the crowd. She was naked. Anna, see what that's for? Oh, wow. And, no, but in all honesty, I was truly honoured and pleasured when Finn asked me to be his best man for the wedding, or with my fellow man, Danny. So yeah, so hopefully this will go all right. So originally, Finn and I, we spoke before we met at uni. We met on a group chat on Facebook, found out we were on the same course, had a few little chit chats, but approaching the time of coming to uni, we didn't really speak until came the 27th of September, back in 2021.
Yeah. I know some of you know Finn well, and some of you not so well, but I want to spend my time today telling you about the Finn that I know, and why I'm so proud of him. The first thing people notice about Finn is his height, and the second is his smile. It's a lovely experience as a parent to be told by people you meet, teachers, work colleagues, family friends, that your son is a pleasure to be around, always smiling and always thinking of others. However, Finn didn't start out as the gentle giant of the family. To those here who might not know, Finn is the youngest of three. He has two loving older sisters, Maddie and Amelia, and 6 older cousins. He spent many happy holidays with his sisters and cousins, either swimming for hours in the Atlantic rollers of Poscor, or walking in the high Pyrenees of the surrounding Foix. Finn was the baby of the family by several years, but very happy to tag along in whatever they were doing. I know just how much he treasures those memories and the close relationship with his sisters and those cousins. At school, Finn excelled at languages. Having spent the first 12 years of his life in France, his French was fluent, and he picked up Spanish with ease. But his favourite subject was art, and in particular ceramics, and to my surprise, theatre. Arriving home one day aged 13 to say he was in the school production of Les Mis. He was in the chorus and only had a small speaking part, but I glowed with pride as he delivered it perfectly. I am so proud of Finn's choice of life partner. Lottie is an exceptional young woman from a very loving and generous family. And above all else, I can see how much Finn and Lottie support each other and how happy they are together. Finn, it's an honour and a pleasure to be your father. Raise your glasses to Finn and Lottie.
We hope you've enjoyed playing Spot the Difference between us today. We thought we'd wear matching outfits and hair just to confuse everybody. So, we have the challenge of thinking of nice things to say about Lottie. So don't worry, this speech will not be long. We thought we'd start by telling you all a few things that come to mind when we think of our Lottie. When I think of my sister, I think of her childhood obsession with matching her colourful hats with every outfit. I think of singing to Taylor Swift and Frankie Valli on the way to school, and her inability to function without a snack on the way home. I think of growing up in a loving household filled with music and performances, where of course Abby and I were always the backing dancers. I think of great strength and courage. I think of perfect hair, which I've definitely not always been jealous of. If Lottie is anything, she is loyal. She is a loyal sister, daughter, granddaughter, cousin, and friend. And she is a fierce protector who would do anything for her family, and she shows us this every day. As a family, we have been blessed with some very strong female characters. And all the best bits of them still live on in Lottie. Nana's strength, Great Cooper's excellent comedic timing, Mum's selflessness, and Grandma's courage. Definitely not her vocal skills. Love is in the small moments of every day. It's the mundane bits that fill our lives, but when spent with the right person, feel extraordinary. I can see that when I look at you both. When you grow together, when you laugh together, when you're strange together, and when you have patience for one another. Those who know me know that to me, family is everything. Family is at the absolute core of everything I do, and I count my blessings every day that I have the family that I do. I often say that I've always had a small, close-knit circle of friends. Growing up with two sisters, growing up with two sisters who are not only my family, but my absolute two best friends has been a blessing in life that I'm so grateful for. To me, Ellie and Abby, you are not just my siblings, you are my favourite people to spend time with. The first people I call when I'm happy, the first people I call when I'm sad, and my absolute ride or die best friends. Growing up with an older sister like you, Ellie, has been nothing short of one of the kindest, most generous people that I know, and I couldn't be prouder of the person that you have become. Not only have they been by my side every step of this crazy journey, one of the funniest people I know, and not to mention a fashion icon. I appreciate your love and support more than you will ever know, and I am so lucky to have you. I love you. You're amazing. I simply couldn't do life without you. You are my best friend, my soulmate, and the person that I call home. To know you and to love you is my life's greatest privilege. When we first met, I knew that there was something different about you. You were one of the realest people I'd ever met, and I knew that what we had was something special. You have supported me through everything I've done. You are patient with me, even though you know I'm the most stubborn person in the world. You are so selfless, always putting others before yourself. You are kind, smart, courageous, funny, and above all, you make me feel seen and heard. The relationship that you have with my friends and family is something I could have only dreamed of.
There's a place on a blank stretch of road where nobody travels and nobody goes, and the desk man says these days round here, well, two young folks could probably up and disappear into rustling sheets of sleepy corner room and to the musty smell of wilted flowers and lazy afternoon hours at the Moonlight Motel. The pool's filled with